Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Not Kimmy getting jealous of Mel's island boy. Kimmy, are you serious? We get it. You already told us you don't do girls' trips. You like to be with your man because he can carry the luggage and you want a little woo, 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 woo. I guess your libido came back or whatever because you know your little rambunctious husband always wants some, even if you're sick or not. Uh, yeah, or maybe that's the reason why she wishes he was with her, because you know that one you can't trust him, huh? And I am so glad, besties, that Miss Nell did not butt into any of the girls' conversations. Everybody was just able to get out what they wanted to say without Mother Hen interrupting. I love that for this episode. And y'all, besties, did Trisha say one word this episode? Hey, reduce her check. She don't get the whole check. She didn't say one word. Hey, besties. Welcome to Behind the Shade. If you're returning, welcome back. Let's throw some shade, honey. We got the new episode season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's season 9. Okay. Now that's weird. How come Love and Life After Lockup they can't get their seasons and episodes together? But Love and Marriage Huntsville is like, when we come back, we're gonna go to the next season. I don't care that we in the middle of a trip and we didn't wrap it up and it ain't finished. That's weird. But it's season 9, episode 1, Tropical Stormi. That is the name of the title. Do we like the title of this episode? You know I'm gonna change it. That's what I do. I just like a title that comes from what someone said in the episode. But how would you rate this week's episode? It was giving. It was giving. I would give it. Thank God that Miss Nell didn't butt in, and there was resolve, but there wasn't resolve. Come on, I don't know. It sounds like a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 just because. Okay, let's get into it. Don't forget to like this video and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So we are continuing from last season when Destiny and Mel were going back and forth about the respectful cheating thing, right? Melody's like, I was not respectfully cheating. Destiny was like, you was coaching her on when to do it, how to do it, and I'm like, Destiny, you sound stupid. You really do. You sound dumb. She was trying to catch her husband red-handed, is what she was trying to do, Destiny. But I guess you wouldn't know that because you didn't stay married but for 36 minutes and 17 seconds. So let's move on. So Destiny gets up from the table, right? And so they think she getting ready to go over there and charge at Melody. And Melody was all, ain't nobody finna hit me today. And ain't nobody finna, girl, be quiet. But in actuality, Destiny got up because she needed to walk out of the restaurant and catch her breath, get some air. She's in therapy. She's doing the Shannon Storm's Bador. Okay. She saw a door and she wanted to storm through it. Okay. So Stormi follows her outside and tells her, you know, you need to tell Mel how she hurt you. You know, what's because she was like, what's wrong? And you know, she just ain't. And so she's like, say that at the table instead of being defensive and talking crap. Say how you're feeling. Tell her how you're feeling. And so it's like, yeah, no need for the rah-rah. Just speak your piece. So Destiny comes back in and she explained why she had to get up so abruptly, you know, and why she walked out. So Melody says Destiny likes to cut up, then apologize because she always wants a moment. Now keep that in your back pocket, besties, because it's like, oh gosh, Destiny actually says that later on. I'm like, girl. So Melody is trying to go back to the mansion, honey. She is over this conversation, all these powwows and woo wop. She says she hungry and she thought to go back and let them chefs cook her up some stuff to eat. Okay. But Destiny wants to address the rumor of her possibly sleeping with Martell because that just came from Melody being able to just say, hey, I don't even trust nothing Destiny says. She could not. Who knows, right? So everybody's walking out the door though, so she can't get her moment because Melody's outside and everybody else is almost on their way to the car. Okay. Okay. So Shanita gets up and she tells Tisha, come on, ops. Come on, ops. And so Tisha is like, you don't even know me like that. And so they have their back and forth because Tisha let it slide earlier. And I think the girl has said it a few times, but not to Tisha. But anyway, they had a back and forth because Tisha, she is talking this season, okay? And so Kimmy and Shanita, they walk off. They're walking towards the van. And so Kimmy is trying to talk to her, and she's like, well, what you want me to call her? She messy. Call her messy. And it's like, would you stop and let me talk? So when she let Kimmy finish, Shanita understood Kimmy's point. And Kimmy's point was, you're saying stuff to get her riled up. Like, you're being immature. Just knock it off. Would you want somebody calling you the ops? So then Destiny and Sunny, honey, they have their little sidebar talk. And I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go. So here goes Sunny. Destiny, I want to talk to you. Oh boy. Now wait a minute. Now remember, this girl ain't your friend. She ain't nobody. She don't mean nothing to you. Why you want to talk to her? Why you pulling her over to the side to have a one-on-one? That's something friends do, Sunny. She's not that much, she don't mean that much to you. Why are we trying to talk? Okay. So here goes Sunny. I never wanted my happiness to come from your pain. Girl, that sounds like a lyric from a Keith Sweat song. That sounds like something from New Edition. Girl, be quiet. But you rubbed it in my face. Exactly. Exactly. Get her, Destiny. I ended that relationship or the fact that we was real cool, Sonny. You just not acknowledging stuff. And so here goes Sonny. I never said we weren't. Girl. And so Sonny's like, no, we were getting to know each other. And so Destiny says, I received that, but this is foul. Like, what you did was foul. If you want to say we was getting to know each other, okay. I interpret that as friends. Sonny didn't. That's fair. But this is foul. Here goes Sonny. I can't control this. Girl, what you mean you couldn't control it? What do you mean? So Destiny's like, I'm good. So Destiny tries to walk away. And so Sonny is like, don't walk away. Don't walk away because you never get anything resolved by walking away, Shannon Storms Bedore. I guess these therapists are telling people to walk away from stuff because every show I watch, someone is walking away and not resolving things. And yeah, whatever. But I'm glad Sonny kind of like invited that for her. So here go Destiny confirming what Melody said. I wanted a real moment out of Sonny. And I wanted her to have some remorse. And it's like, there you go. Melody just said you want moments. And here you are saying you wanted a real moment. And you wanted her to have some remorse. And that's fair, Destiny. That is fair. And that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, what's done is done, and blah blah blah. But you just not even, But she kind of explained. Sunny explained why she was so defensive because everybody was coming at her. But you never addressed Destiny. You're addressing all of us, but never Destiny. Okay. Okay. So then they get back to the house, and Destiny is getting ready to walk down the stairs, I guess, to her room, and Melody is walking past. And so she stops Melody and she looks at her and she says that she's sorry. And then Melody just kind of like, it's cool. Life goes on. You're going to be all right. And she gave her a hug. So then Destiny in her confessional, she's saying that she was sorry to bring up the respectful cheating comment and all that story up at the table, but she's not sorry for stating the facts about it. She's like, Melody played her part in that threesome, that trouble, and that's that on that. That's facts. Okay, Destiny, that's where you lose people. That's where you lose people because no one is telling someone how to respectfully cheat with their husband. Whatever it is that she was doing, it was her process because she has 4 kids. One was a newborn, Destiny, so she probably was going through depression. It was a pandemic. She probably had a little postpartum. Her life and her love life and her marriage and her family is up in shambles. And you keep throwing this at her. You keep charging her for this. And it's not fair. But I guess you have to walk in all those shoes to know how it feels. Because clearly you don't have a clue. So Destiny and Tisha are at the pool in the backyard. And Destiny says, there's just something there between her and Melody. And Tisha's like, yeah, I see the love between you two. And honey, and Mel in her confessional, she said she's not taking any applications for friends. She was like, I'm good. I have enough. I'm cool with what I have. Nope. No, and thank you. Okay. So the next day, the ladies are heading out. They're going to go ATVing. And so once most of them, there were 2 different cars that took them up the hill to see the beautiful view of the Bahamas. And so Mel and Destiny have a little talk. And so they were all up there, but it was a few of them that were down the hill that had to wait for their turn to come back up. And of course, Kimmy had to point that out. And she said, just like the bedrooms that we got, we have to be last, and we like the bottom of the barrel on this trip. But I think it was like, because I think it's 10 of them on this trip. I was trying to count. I think it's 10 of them. So Tisha, Kimmy, I think Miss Nail, maybe Sunny, they all were on their way. They had to wait. So this gives Mel a chance to talk to Destiny without all that. So she tells Destiny with the group of girls that she appreciates Destiny sharing those text messages from Moses to the group because now that's that proof that Moses was playing both of them all the way up and probably until his wedding day. Because before then it just made Destiny look, like, why is she tripping? Because, let them tell it. She broke up with him in January. Then Sonny met him in July, and then they started dating in August and got married in December. So being that Destiny was like, oh no, he texted me in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and November, and probably the day of the wedding, the night after the wedding, the week after the wedding. He probably texted while she is in the Bahamas. And so Melody is just like, ask Destiny, like, I'm just trying to see how you guys can coexist and we can move forward, in the friend group. And so Destiny, she always good with the comebacks. She was like, they can move back to St. Louis. Yeah, that's what they can do. They can pack up their little Airbnb and they can go back home. Bye. Because why are you here in Huntsville? So Destiny tells Melody that she's sorry that Mel had to be reminded of all the pain that Martell has caused her. Well, okay, but you're still being condescending about that respectful cheating thing. But we'll let you go off, girl, because we know you need a moment. You even said it yourself. And so now she knows how it feels, to get played and cheated on and pit another woman in the picture and all that. So they hug again. And Mel is just like, she can move forward with Destiny. She wants to be cordial. She wants to be able to be in the same room as her. But right now, right here, right now in the Bahamas, she's hosting this wonderful trip. And she has been raised right. So she's not going to invite you to come out here and treat you badly. She wants everyone to have a good time. And so Destiny still wants to talk. Melody is like, this conversation is just a little too heavy. But it's like, Mel, you started it with that old Destiny. Thank you for sharing the text messages. You didn't think this was going to go into some other stuff? Y'all got a lot of unresolved issues, honey. A lot. Maybe y'all should have went to the pool to talk instead of you and Tisha. Maybe that should have been you and Mel. So Destiny is talking to Mel about their relationship. And they go back and forth and back again, honey. Destiny says it pains her to be labeled as a liar. And so Destiny tells Melody, I can acknowledge your pain, but you don't acknowledge mine. Interesting point. And then she tells her, and if you want to know, had I ever, slept with Martell, she was like, it's a Hell no. And then she kept repeating it and repeated it and repeated it. And we all know there's just a saying about when you lie, you have to keep lying. But I get it. She's just looking at her. She's just trying to put it in her mind, maybe, right? And so Melody's giving her a look. And she like, what? Why? What's that look? Because I'm telling you, I didn't sleep with him. What's this look? So Mel is like, I guess Mel don't even believe that either. So Mel goes to something that was bothering her for so long. Because what season was that about with the Madani re-grand opening? When was that? That was before the pandemic. Was that before the pandemic? It was. So, okay. So then Mel asked her about telling her mother to worry about pimping your daughter. So Melly's like, where'd that come from? Where you get that from? Why you say that? And so Destiny, she's trying like to control the narrative, right? So she's kind of like, I apologize to your mother. Where'd that come from? But where'd it come from? I apologize publicly to your mother. I apologize to you and your mother. I apologize to your mother. I apologized to your mother. Destiny said it 5 different times. And Melly just still wants to know, where did it come from? So Destiny's like, she was about to go into it. Then she said, just bump that. It doesn't, I don't know where it came from. And Destiny, and so Melly is like, nah. So she said, all you can do is accept my apology. She's like, nope, I ain't accepted it. Dang, Melody. And so Destiny's like, well, what you want me to do? And so she said, I want to know where that statement came from. Reach deep down in your soul and tell me what made you say that. And so I think she was getting ready to go into the, when you mad, you just say, nah, girl, where did that come from? Because that was a lot. So Mel feels like Destiny don't have a reason because Destiny ain't telling her. And she wants, so Melly's like, what? I want liars to be held accountable. And this is why you got the title liar. You won't even tell her the truth about why you telling her mama is pimping her. So in the Destiny's confession, she says Mel's mom, Van does not hold Melody accountable for anything because Melody is profitable. right? So she don't want to shake the table. She don't want to stop them coins. She don't want to stop getting the perks of all the stuff because the daughter is making the money. So in Destiny's eyes, that's what a pimp does. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Give it up, give it up, give it to me. So that was Oakland town business. So Mel planned a sunset dinner after the ladies did the ATV, and we didn't even really see them ATV. I don't know, did they drive or I don't know what happened with that, but it doesn't matter because the point of this trip is to get this all everybody's issues out in the open. So they have a sunset dinner still up there with the beautiful view with the Bahamas. Everybody's sitting down. Everything is just so nice. And then Destiny goes to the restroom. And Chanita goes ahead. She just apologizes to Tisha for calling her the ops. And so she's telling, Tisha, I was joking with you and I just thought it was light. And, you were just chuckling about it. So I thought we was cool and, it wasn't no big thing. So Tisha's like, well, wait, I appreciate you apologizing. I accept it's cool. And then she apologized for, I apologize for not telling you earlier that I didn't like that. And I just kind of went with it. So I should have said something earlier. I should have said something so this didn't happen. And she's telling Chanita that, I love your energy. You cool, woo, woo, woo. And now they are good. So, Chanita was like, we good? Chanita was like, Tisha was like, yes, we are good. And so they're going to continue to get to know one another. So that was good. That got resolved. So then Destiny comes back from the restroom and she's like, you sitting in my seat talking to Stormi. Stormi's sitting next to Mel. So Stormi got up like, here, girl, you can have your seat. Here you go. So Destiny is sitting next to Mel now. Child Kimmy is like, what in the heck is going on? I guess they talked and they got their stuff resolved because this looks like the old times. And then Sonny gonna say, well, Destiny is just acting like a wet puppy dog. What do you mean? What do you mean, girl? You need to take, never mind, girl. Let's move on. So then the topic of sorry, you guys. Let me get some water. Hold on. Are you guys drinking your water, besties? So then the topic of desiring to be in the Bahamas or on a girls' trip or on a trip with their men versus not bringing the men came up. So Kim is like, yeah, I like when they're here. They just bring a certain energy, to the group and they're funny and just full of laughs. And so she said, and when the women start disagreeing, we could get back on, we can surpass it and get back to the funnies and the ha 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 and the keys. And so Mel says, well, I don't agree with you. She says that the sisterhood is a very, very beautiful thing because they are working out their issues without having the men jump in and have their opinions. Because we all know who she's talking about, honey. Who would have an opinion? You got it, Marceau. So Kimmy is like, fine, but you have your island boy, and she was like, that she want the same perks with having her husband there, not like an island boy, but she want her man there. But Kimmy told us at the airport she don't even do girl trips. This ain't her thing. And I don't know, is it because she loves being with her husband or she don't trust him? I'm kidding, Kimmy. Well, Kimmy, you just need to read the room because 40% of you women, the women there are single. So don't nobody want to sit up there looking at your man while y'all on a girls trip. So whatever, Kimmy. I guess she just needed a moment. Moment over. Okay. And now and also the hostess is single. So like why are you making this a point? What's the point? What's the purpose? Huh? What? And Trisha, you ain't said one word this whole episode. You could have chimed in right there and been like, yup, Kim would have been right here with me. Yup. So let's just go off for Kimmy because clearly she misses Maurice. Oh, Kimmy. So Sunny wants everyone to hear, honey, what she has to say to Destiny. Uh, here we go. I never wanted to see you hurt. Nothing was done out of malice. I don't want to hurt people that I care about. I care about people, but I just felt under attack last night. Like everybody has something to say, and I was in defense mode. And I want to be in a healthy space and I want to move forward. I am sorry, Destiny. She didn't say Destiny, but I am sorry. I'm sorry that you're hurt. But what she say? But at the end of the day, and that's where you messed up. You should have stopped right there. That's where you messed up, Sonny. That was enough. You didn't have to say no more. But here she goes. But at the end of the day, and you never say that when you're trying to apologize to somebody. And we don't say anyway, we fell in love. And that's my truth. Because everybody was like, oh, and Destiny over there drinking out of her glass, rolling her eyes. She looking up at the sky like, oh, make it go away, Lord, make it go away. So here come all the, oh, she's making up with you. Oh, just go to make up with her. Honey, Destiny gave her dust. Huh. Destiny says she had no response because she felt like Sunny was apologizing to the group and not to her, honey. What? Destiny, she one of them people that's smart and at this. I don't want to call nobody. She like smart and not at the same time. Like she, got it here, but not over there, and it just kind of like, I'm always gonna be on the fence when it comes to Destiny, but whatever I like what she says, that's what we're gonna give credit to. Because I am team nobody. I'm team Jesus, honey. I am team me. Okay. So then here come Miss Neil, because she ain't talked all day or yesterday, so she ready to get back in the thing. So she apologizes to Mel because she had got all upset at Melody before about these millimeters, and I guess they attacked Miss Nell, and Miss Nell is like, this was not in my contract. Carlos, the millimeters is coming for me. We need to get some spray. What are you doing to get them off of me? They talking about me on the Twitter, on the Instagram. On the YouTube streets, like, stop it, make it go away. And so Destiny says, you could diffuse the mess. And so then Miss Nell is like, well, no, then she'll lose her fans. And it's like, are you, what side you trying to be on, Miss Nell? Do you want the millimeters off your back or you like it? Let us know. Because they're trying to help you. So Mel is like explaining that, we all have these platforms and it just comes with scrutiny. There's going to be some people that like us and there's going to be some people that don't. We get that, Melody. We get that. But baby, your fan base is a little, they're intense. They are intense. Right when I was thinking about starting my own YouTube channel, and thank God I went ahead with it, I almost didn't because this was the time I guess it was around May when all the millimeters was coming for Stormi and, child, I was like, what is happening? And then Maurice was trying to sue or do something legal. He was like starting some legal action with some content creators, and I was like, over a reality show? Wait a minute. What? Wow. So I went ahead and moved forward. So Mel is explaining how people just not gonna like you, but what I'm not gonna do, I ain't going back and back again with these people on the inter and the net. Okay. But Stormy says, and come on, Stormy. Stormy just flat out said, she said, when I don't agree with something or somebody, I'm just going to say something. It could be on social media, it could be on the phone, on FaceTime, at work, at the gym, at church, at the reunions, at the family, at the family reunion, at the birthday parties, at my Valentine's Day parties. I'm going to say something. And then Stormy uses her mother as an example because Stormy's mother has came for Melody a few times, like that other girl's mama. Uh-huh. And so she's even said like she had to tell her mama to chill out. And so Stormy asked Melody, she was like, well, do you do that? I was like, do you do that, Melody? And she was like, what, respond to stuff? She said, well, no, I don't respond to most of the stuff that I hear about. And so Stormy was like, well, look, check this out, though. We don't deserve that level of hate that we get. Like, them millimeters be a lot. They will come and try to hurt, unalive, and destroy us. And she's not meaning the real way, but like her business, because that's what she got going on. So, and so Shanita's like, I mean, she can't control that. And so they're like, but and Tisha agrees with Stormy because Tisha's like, yeah, I got plenty of proof that them millimeters will come in people's businesses and try to ruin us. And she was like, how? What? Where your proof at? She was like, girl, they will come sit in my lounge and do a live hating on me and my husband's business. While you can't say that that's the millimeters. She said they have called the city on black plenty of times. She said, yes, and so Stormy was saying, oh yes, they are self-proclaimed. They will admit that they're millimeters while they doing their dirt. They tell us that they're millimeters. So she's like, they called, the millimeters that went down to Stormy's business and calling and trying to order stuff and going to beat up and her husband, and they had child. Didn't Stormy have to go to court behind child? And so Chanita was like, so Chanita is saying like, well, when you get more successful, you just can't address that kind of stuff, like Beyonce. And so they like, no. Beyonce will address her beehive. She will just say something like, be nice. She says Selena Gomez states what she stands for. Like if you do something and she don't stand for that, she'll tell you she don't stand for that. And that's pretty much telling you to stop. So she said your millimeters was calling Target to start a petition against me and my brand because they say I don't like you. I'm like, wow. She said they'll do videos of throwing my products away because they swear I don't like you. And so Chanita's like, but that's not her fault. And she's like, I'm not saying it's her fault, but state where you stand. Do you do that? Baby, and the episode was over. I said, there you have it. Stormy, everything out of her mouth this episode, I was like, yep, yep. The way she told Destiny, get back in that restaurant and tell Mel how you feel and start reacting to what Mel is saying. I was here for Stormy. And that's what I would like for the episode to be titled. I want it to be titled, State Where You Stand. Baby, that was such a CEO type of thing to say. That was just like a wow. Melody ain't got nothing to say, but I do want to hear what she should. You could at least tell people you address because Melody, I'm gonna be quiet because I don't want no millimeters coming for me. I'm a new content creator. I ain't been here but for 2, 3, 4 months. I love everyone. But Melody, yeah, you do need to be responsible for them, and you can do it. That's what your social media platform is for. You can go in there, you address Wanda and all the other people. You've addressed that Martell and Everybody else, go ahead and address your melodies and tell them to chill out just a little, because that being a fan. Like, when it comes to coming up to people's job and you trying to, this could be a dangerous ground. Like, Melody, you could at least care to tell them people to leave your castmates alone. I mean, that's an easy fix. And it's not like you can control them, but you can put it out there and that will stop a lot of the rhetoric. Okay. But besties, that was the end of the episode. This was a good episode. I said a 7, huh? I gave it a 7. I'm going to give it an 8. It will get an 8 from me. You let me know down in the comment sections how you felt about the episode. What do you think? What do you think, girls? What do you think? And I'll see you in the next video, besties. Bye, besties.